sports fans, you are welcome to your favorite sport channel, the Premier Sport Fan Center. It's the watch along edition of the game between Crystal Palace and the Chelsea Football Club. It is a fixture that will be held at the Sellout Park, the home ground of Crystal Palace today. It has been a challenging season for the two teams. Chelsea, which some fans like to call them the Blues, are having ups and downs, challenges, romancing the 9th to 11th, between 9th to 11th position in the league this season so far. Crystal Palace has not had any opportunity to be at the first half of the table. They've been at the second half of the table for most of this season. Whose luck will come to play? Who will take home the 3 points in this London debut? And I'm not alone in the studio. I'm from my far left is Adeyemi Shegun.
Well, good evening, your mates. Good evening, the gaffer himself and all football lovers. Well, another London derby. We saw one yesterday between Arsenal and West Ham.
Yeah.
And tonight we're having another South London derby between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. We know how these matches do be. So Chelsea have always been having the upper hand against Crystal Palace, and this is not really a strong Crystal Palace side tonight. Looking at the fact that they're missing a Berichi, there's no Michael Olise also in the starting level
Starting
the
11,
team
yeah.
right now. They're both injured. I was not Chelsea came back from losing ways against what's it called Aston Villa in the FA Cup in that return fixture, and they got some good results in that encounter. So this should just be a curtain raiser for Chelsea. Looking forward to having that big match against Manchester City in the coming weekend. So they have to win this game because Manchester City against Chelsea is 50-50. But yeah, they have
Not 50-50. 60-40.
So, but yeah, we saw the first leg. Surprisingly, they got 4-4 against Manchester City. But this game is a game that is up for the taking for Chelsea. But they need to take 3 points here so that they will go into Manchester City tie. That wherever they get there is actually a good result for them.
So, second minute already in that encounter. The gaffer.
Yeah, good evening, viewers, and good evening, Mike and Shegun. Back to the Premier League after the final of the AFCON yesterday. It was a very interesting final, and Nigeria lost out to Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
But yeah, back today is Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Like Shegun has said, the both teams are struggling, and Crystal Palace, to me, Crystal Palace struggle more because in their last encounter against Brighton defeated them 4-1. In that very match, both Oli said I just came back from injury, just played 10 minutes and went back to his injury seat. Then McGui also, one of their strong man, and Perechi also is in the injury bench. But talking about Chelsea, we saw them very bad. They had a very bad back-to-back in the Premier League, 4 goals against Wolves and against Liverpool. Unlike the Chelsea we used to know. So that throws the question that Chelsea is having defensive problem right now. They need to look at it because any team with a strong forward always get much goal.
So it's Noni Madueke trying to attack with the ball. But there he was caught down there, the 4th minute of that encounter. And the referee says it's going to be a free kick to Chelsea at this point in time. Plays it fast, that cross comes in from the right. But it was too deep for any player to get across to that. Thiago Silva follows it up and gives it to Ben Chilwell to Gallagher. Gallagher finds Moises Caicedo, who runs with the ball and finds that right back, Malo Gusto, right there. And let's see what can he do with the ball. Finds Caicedo back, locates Gallagher, and it's Chelsea trying to play in the final third of Crystal Palace. And that's Nani with the ball. Finds Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto sends it to the midfield and finds Enzo Fernandez, who returns it back and is in the box. Gallagher drops it for Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto goes back and finds Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo finds Enzo. Enzo put a cross in, but it was blocked by that Crystal Palace player. Back to Enzo Fernandez, who finds Desase. Desase with the ball right now. He finds Enzo Fernandez, who comes back, finds Desase, and Desase with the ball sends that one forward. But it's still, it goes out. And that will be an offside against Malo Gusto right there.
Good opening 5 minutes from Chelsea this encounter. This is what we've always seen, or what we've seen mostly from Chelsea this season. Coming into the game early into the game and try to dominate the game. Dominating game hasn't really been a problem for Chelsea this season. Their major problem has been scoring goals. And I think seeing the way Pochettino used Nicholas Jackson in the last game was playing more from the left wing, and tonight it's looked like he's playing more also from that position as the left winger for Chelsea. So it's really great. We saw him give a good account of himself against Aston Villa, and now they've come into this game opening 5 minutes as Chelsea dominating against Crystal Palace. I just hope they can keep this dominance and turn one of these their shots or one of these attempts against goal into the back of the net. And you know what way they might get the opener in this game because they've come into this game and kept up Crystal Palace at bay.
Yeah, they've come into this game. The ball finds Petrovic right there. Chelsea started with a 4-2-3-1 diamond formation with Jorge Petrovic in goal. And the defenders are Malo Gusto, Axel Disasi, Thiago Silva, and Ben Chilwell right there. Enzo Fernandez's partnership with Moises Caicedo was adopted in the pivot role. Playing in front of them is Nicholas Jackson from the left-hand side of the attack, and Noni Madueke from the right, while Gallagher is playing behind the striker today. First nine, Cole Palmer. Now, talking about this Cole Palmer, the gaffer, it has not, this first nine by Pochettino, it has not really been working for Chelsea. Why do you think he still is hell-bent on staying with that formation?
Well, probably he knows what he's actually looking at, what he actually want to play with that first line. Against Crystal Palace, to me, playing this tactics against smaller team, I don't have a problem with that. But trying to experiment it with bigger
But
teams.
Middlesbrough was a smaller team.
Yeah, Middlesbrough was a smaller team. But coming back, I think it was 1-0 in the first leg, and the second leg, Chelsea wiped them very well. Try it with a smaller team, there's no problem. With this Crystal Palace now is not the problem. But football, sometimes the way we look at it, that this team will win, this team will win, this team will win. But sometimes it does not end like that. Now Chelsea look as the favorite in this encounter. At the end of the day, it may be Crystal Palace that will take the day.
Yeah.
So, but for him to bring that tactics, well, let's see how long this tactics will work because he has been trying it. Probably he has a dream in it. So let's give him that chance and see how it's going to work.
Well, talking about this tactics, I think there should be a difference between what happened during the time of we having without having Nicholas Jackson, and now that we have Nicholas Jackson back in the team. I think the first nine role between Jackson and Palmer can be rotated between both of them because both of them are actually also good on the wing and they can rotate amongst themselves during the course of the game. It's different. It's a different ball game when we had the Broja and the Palmer because Broja can only play off as a central forward, not in the multiple roles on the pitch. So I think it's a different ball game. As much as Nicholas Jackson started from the wing, at a point in the game, he will move back to the central forward position to try and get something done for Chelsea. And I don't really know what's happened to the Chelsea board because coming into this transfer, there was a transfer window. They had 1 month to go into the market and get a striker. You add just 2 striker, you still loaned out one to Fulham, and now the only senior striker in the team has to be Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, so 90 minutes of that encounter, Moses Caicedo finds Gallagher, who sends a long pass to Ben Chilwell, who wanted to drop that for Cole Palmer, but the ball went out of place. So it's going to be a throw-in to Crystal Palace at this point in time. Crystal Palace started with a 4-2-3-1 diamond formation with Dean Henderson in goal, who has recovered fully right there. Tyrick Michel, Chris Richards, Joachim Anderson, and Daniel Munoz, the defenders right there. And Jefferson Lerma and Adam Watson, the 2 pivot players right there. Playing in front of them is Matheus Franca, Will Hughes, and Jordan Ayew, playing behind Jean-Philippe Mateta. Talking about Mateta, the big man forward.
Yeah,
without Eze in this game, the support cast for him, do you see him coming to the party?
Well,
today?
there's still Franca also in this team, though he hasn't really grown into this. Fulham? I'm sorry, Crystal Palace team after joining from the Brazilian league.
Yeah.
But we even know Franca at the Brazilian league, he used to be a very good striker, a very good winger. One of the reasons why Chelsea wanted him also. The only reason he didn't join Chelsea was because of that loan. Just wanted to loan him to Strasbourg. He feels is good enough to start in the Chelsea starting 11. So I think he's a makeshift player for Michael.
And that's a good cross into the box. Yeah, it's a good cross into the box, but eluded everybody. It's now Madueke trying to attack with the ball, running down from the right. trying to run the switch to the left with Enzo with the ball, who finds Jackson right there. Jackson finds Enzo, who finds Cole Palmer. Silky 1-1 touch around the final third right there. And Enzo Fernandez sent it straight one to Malo Gusto, and he touched that one down for Noni
What's
Madueke, who
this?
tries to set back, drop back, but it was easily intercepted. And a quick update, Udinese just drew the first blood against Juventus right there. I know a lot of bookies will not be happy right there. And it's Crystal Palace via Jordan Ayew, who has won a free kick for that team right there in the midfield. It was held by Chelsea captain Ben Chilwell right there. Looking at Ben Chilwell, talking about uh, him coming back. Since he's come back, Shegun, have you seen if you weigh his positives and negatives, which ones are two eight
Well, I think
HL?
it has to be more negative since having Ben Chilwell back for Chelsea because defensively he hasn't really been that Ben Chilwell we used to know from Leicester or when he joined Chelsea new or when Chelsea won the Champions League. That he hasn't really been that Ben Chilwell, but you can always try and reduce him of some blames because when you look at the numbers of months he was out with that big injury, so we don't really expect him to come back and get into full match fitness or into the real mood of the matches. So I think that is one of the reasons why I won't really blame him. But we've seen some questionable, performance from Ben Chilwell since coming back. We just hope he will get strong before the end of the season, and he won't be going back again injured.
Injured. So let's hope that they can come out strong. There's a free kick for Crystal Palace at the 12th minute of that encounter at the sellout park in London right there, this derby. And they placed that cross into the box. And the Crystal Palace player right there couldn't get the desired touch. Richards couldn't get the desired touch. Header on that ball. And it goes out. And it's Chelsea who has restarted play. Enzo Fernandez right there, who finds Moises Caicedo, who goes back to Disasi. Disasi finds Petrovic. Petrovic finds Caicedo right there. Okay, Disasi right there, who moves with the ball, gives it to Malo Gusto, who goes back, finds Petrovic right there. Petrovic with the ball, moves with the ball, finds Thiago Silva, the fine wine agent, graciously running down in the final year of his contract at Chelsea Football Club right there. So Thiago Silva with the ball right now. It's funny how the game of Chelsea, they've been struggling to get those desired touches at the final third.
Yeah, because when you look at it, I think this team, I really thought was got Pochettino starting 11 because when you have a player like Kanye Chukwuemeka who is back, I really expect him to take that big call of benching one of Caicedo or Enzo Fernandez so that you can bring Gallagher back into the central midfield role. Chukwuemeka can slot in very well into the attacking midfield role for Chelsea, and that is one position where Chelsea has really lacked it this season. Because when you look at it, Gallagher linking up with the strikers hasn't really worked this season. How many assists, how many goals has Gallagher had this season? It's not up to five, and that shows one of the problems why Chelsea strikers have not been scoring much this season. They need an attacking midfielder that can hold on to the ball and can get those passes out of those holes. Look at what Eberechi gives to what's it called to even the small Crystal Palace. Sorry to call them small, but when you look at what Eberechi brings in from that attacking midfield role, you look at what Odegaard brings from that role for Arsenal. You look at what Bruno Fernandes brings into that role for Manchester United. You look at the old Chelsea squad. Who is doing that work for Chelsea in that attacking midfield role? There's nobody.
Yeah, nobody right there. But hey, let's see. Only time will tell. But we used to see this Gallagher as an attacking midfielder for Crystal Palace, and he did a good job.
Well, I think he can always be a makeshift,
Yeah.
but mostly his primary position is a central midfielder, playing as a box to box midfielder, not in playing as a fully blown attacking midfielder. He's not really that strong when it comes to attacking. Look at it, just as one goal for Chelsea this season. That goal came in the FA Cup, not even the league.
But understandably, for the most of this season, he has been more at the pivot role for Chelsea.
No. He has played more as a 10, as a 10 for Chelsea. Because mostly it has always been Enzo and what's it called? Enzo and Caicedo playing in the pivot role. Even sometimes on rare occasions when we have Enzo playing as the attacking midfielder, we've seen Enzo complain of that not being his primary position or where he feels very good when playing for Chelsea. So I think And when you look at it, the normal setup, or when you look at the way Chelsea is right now, except Okuku or Palmer, these are the two players that Chelsea likely have that might be feeling very good when it comes to playing in the 10th position on the field.
So and that's a cross that comes into the box, but that one was easily grabbed by Dean Henderson. The cross came in from Malo Gusto right there, and you can predict on a live chat right there on Facebook and on YouTube. Let us know your predictions. First come, first serve. Yeah, if you are the first person to predict correctly, you'll be going on with a whooping 5,000 naira right there. Yeah, so I think three correct predictions right there. Oh, okay, you'll be going on with I was just being corrected by my producer right there with a whooping 3,000 naira right there. So it'll be much fun to win something while you listen along to our watch along edition. So the Crystal Palace player played it long towards Jordan Ayew, finds Thiago Silva, and that drop pass was easily met by the Sassi right there. Malo Gusto still with the ball right there. Finds the Sassi. The Sassi finds Petrovic. Petrovic right there finds Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva finds Ben Chilwell. That was Enzo Fernandez who finds Ben Chilwell. Returns it back to Enzo. Enzo gives it back to Thiago Silva. Moises Caicedo finds the Sassi. You know, looking at the way Crystal Palace is playing, they are really sitting deep the gap.
Yeah, that is one of
that's the best they can do because they are not with their the power forward the duel between that is Iberici and Odise, and now they have to wait for the counter. Any opportunity they get, they take it against Chelsea. I think that's the best thing they have to do, and that is what they are doing.
Well, away from that one, when you know Roy Austin very well, you know the kind of formation. He's one of those pragmatic older managers. Yeah. When you look at the likes of Sam Allardyce, you have Roy Austin. These are managers that sit very deep into the game, and the first thing that comes to their mind is play 0-0 at halftime or keep it safe at halftime. Like hit your opponent on the counter in the second half and take a 1-0 victory. We saw what's it called, Crystal Palace struggle last season. They were very lucky not to get relegated last season. That was when what's it called, right? Austin came back into the team and helped them with that big magic. Oh, this was like
and that's a long pass to Mateta right there, but he couldn't keep the ball in play. He couldn't get to that.
You can see that's what I'm saying. They played low blocks, but try to eat it on the counter and look at that pass from Richards trying to locate the run of Mateta in the box there. That was just lucky for the Chelsea centre backs. And we've seen it happen one times without number this season when Chelsea centre backs are really, under pressure, and the way the opponents just split those passes through the Chelsea centre backs. We saw it in the game between Chelsea and Chelsea and Liverpool. We saw it in the game between Chelsea and Wolverhampton. How much they take advantage of the pressure, or how much they put pressure on the Chelsea centre backs. It's not really good for Chelsea this season.
Yeah, it's not really good for Chelsea this season, but it's the Sassi who finds Malo Gusto, who finds Gallagher to Moises Caicedo, who sends a long one to Ben Chilwell, controls it, plays that ball, tries to cross into the box, but it was deflected by Muniz for a corner kick in favor of Chelsea. 19th minute of that encounter at the Sellout Park. It's Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 0 at this point in time. Next up is the corner kick for Chelsea. And looking at it right now, you can see the players right there checking up on each other, not wanting to give up any breathing space for any player to at least get one over them. Right there, Gallagher plays that cross into the box, and the ball skipped the Chelsea player right there, but the Crystal Palace guy was there to allay any fear of danger, and that long pass goes forward, but it was well blocked by that Chelsea player right there, and that was a good block.
Yeah, that was a good block and a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass there from Crystal Palace. But Malo Gusto was actually had his attention very well there, and he was able to block that for Chelsea, because that will have set that Crystal Palace player straight on goal or straight on the counter attack against situation against Chelsea there.
Yeah, so it's the Crystal Palace trying to attack right there. Jordan Ayew with the ball. who tries to move down the left, finds Muniz. Muniz finds Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew still with the ball, who finds Uds right there. And it's Crystal Palace who are back in possession in this game. And they finds Richards who finds Mitchell right there, sorry. And he runs with the ball forward. Finds out about 20 Adams Watson. And it's game on in that encounter. Still Crystal Palace nil, Chelsea nil. It's Crystal Palace now dictating pace in this game. That long pass from Richards was easily intercepted by Ben Chilwell, who moves forward just to set that pass forward, but it was blocked off for a throw into Chelsea at this point in time. He finds Enzo Fernandez with his throwing. Enzo Fernandez finds Axel de Sarce, the French international right there, who finds Nani Madueke, who returns it back to Malo Gusto, finds Axel de Sarce right there, who finds Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva stays with the ball and right there and finds Axel de Sarce once again, who moves with the ball and finds Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto turns around, comes back into the midfield and finds Moises Caicedo right there. And it turns with the ball. Also, it finds a little one touch with Malo Gusto. Now finds Thiago Silva, the fan one, aging graciously, who finds Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell returns it to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva still with the ball right there. He finds De Sarce. De Sarce trying to run into the center circle with the ball. Finds Malo Gusto approaching the final third right there. And, oh my goodness, I think that was an infringement on that Chelsea player right there. And the referee says play on is a ball advantage right there. And that was good defending to relay the attack by Thiago Silva. And Chelsea back in possession. And Moises Caicedo doing the dirty job right there, winning back possession. But Noni Madueke couldn't do anything positive with it. But the Sarce is down, holding his leg. And look at that touch. And how did the referee skip that?
Well, he got his leg there. I don't really know what the referee was thinking there, but we're back to the EPL.
Yeah.
So it's normal. So don't let us get away with that. Don't let us get carried away with the success we saw at AFCON when it comes to officiating. This is EPL where we have all sorts of types of officiating. So it's normal. I was looking at the first 22 minutes. It has been Chelsea dominating.
And that's Mateta with that big chance and plays that shot, but it was easily
that was actually a weak shot from him. And this is a real opportunity for Crystal Palace to go ahead. And the player of Mateta's quality should be doing better because you don't really get these opportunities come by during the games like this Chelsea. When you have these real opportunities, I expect him to hit or go for the corner very well. Going straight into the hands of Petrovic is actually a weak one from him there. You don't really know when you're going to be presented this type of opportunity against Chelsea again in this encounter.
And looking at it right there, at 23rd minute of this encounter so far, it seems Chelsea is also now struggling with that first nine.
Yeah, they are struggling with the first nine. The final third has really been a problem for Chelsea. But when you look at it, you can look at it that they've actually dominated play when it comes to passes around on the pitch. But turning that passes from their own half into the Crystal Palace half has really been a problem for them. And that is looking at the connection between Gallagher and Cole Palmer, who's playing as a 10. If I'm Pochettino right now, I think I'll be thinking of bringing taking back Palmer to the wing and putting Nicholas Jackson in the central forward position. Probably by second half, you'll be bringing Christopher Nkunku early into the second half game. We've seen Christopher Nkunku done well in that position in some games, and even that is one of the reasons why he has 2 goals out of 5 games, in EPL. So I think he can also bring something into this game for Chelsea. Because when you look at it, the striker position has really been empty for Chelsea. It has been them going through the wings. Even Noni Madueke has really been held in this game by Richards also.
Yeah, so it's game on in that encounter. 24th minute of that encounter is still Crystal Palace nil at the Selhurst Park, the home ground of Crystal Palace right there. Crystal Palace nil, Chelsea nil at this point in time. Chelsea has a throw-in at the right-hand side of the attack for Chelsea. And it's Malo Gusto who has been given that and it sends that short one. But the referee, the lineman says, what's that? I think it's an offside right there.
Is that an offside or an offside throw in there? Let's see which one is being called.
One thing you have to just talk about Chelsea, the gaffer, is that too many unnecessary errors.
too many unnecessary and inconsistency in the side of Chelsea. And even what I expected in this match between Chelsea, I actually expected Chelsea to outrightly dominate Crystal Palace in this encounter. By now, I was expecting Chelsea to be a goal up. But hey, you look at it, it's like the Crystal Palace, they are in
And
control of
that's
the game.
Chelsea attacking with the ball. Bayern on the Madueke who runs down the line, cuts it back, and
He should be
that
crossing
one
that
when he
immediately.
should be crossing it.
He should be crossing that. These are the kind of schoolboy errors or schoolboy thinking you expect of Noni Madueke not to be having at this point of his career. Because you're looking at the player who has played with PSV and the player playing for Chelsea, he should be able to be precise almost immediately. That should have been a cross, not a necessary taking that second dribble right there in the box. He should be crossing that into the box for the Chelsea players.
And Chelsea will start play right there. Finds Thiago Silva, who finds Axel Disasi, finds Moises Caicedo with the ball, who takes a touch off Noni Madueke, finds Enzo Fernandez, who finds Ben Chilwell right there. Ben Chilwell tries to dribble into the box, and he dribbles in, and he still just in possession of the ball, but hey, was easily dispossessed by Jordan Ayew right there. That clearance finds Thiago Silva, who finds Moises Caicedo, finds Gallagher, drops it back to Moises Caicedo, who sends a long one straight to Malo Gusto right there. Malo Gusto returns it back to Enzo Fernandez, who tries to set up a pass for Noni Madueke, but he didn't react to that.
I think one impressive player for Chelsea has to be Malo Gusto. We shouldn't forget his age. And that young man is still 20 years old, but he plays like a player who is over the age of 20 to 25. With the way he plays or the way he controls the game for Chelsea. Really big one for Chelsea because last season when there was no Reece James available for Chelsea, we know how much Chelsea actually missed the presence of Reece James. But having Malo Gusto right now is really good for the future of Chelsea.
Yeah, really good right there. It's Crystal Palace back in possession of the ball right there. The ball finds Richard. Richard tries to run back, but under pressure from the Kopama run. Now, talking about Kopama, it seems he has been quiet in this game so far.
Yeah, he has to be quiet because there's difference when you're playing with your back to the goalpost and you trying to make the runnings of a striker. He's not a striker. So that is expected of him that he will surely struggle in a game like this. Against looking at the centre backs of Crystal Palace in this game, Maguire and the likes of Richards, these are tall, agile players also. So looking at Kopama, and looking at the size, in the midst of those defenders, they will surely bully him right there off the ball. So I think it should be Kopama coming back to the 10th position, probably bringing bringing Christian Okuku very early into the second half. If Pochettino knows or he thinks he wants to get a win in this game, it's very important he brings in it's very much important he brings in Christopher Okuku in the early stages of the second half. Because looking at this first half, the attack of Chelsea has been non-existent.
Yeah, non-existent right there. Possessional play in the final third has not been something to write home about for Chelsea this season. So, it's game on in that encounter. Still Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0 at the 29th minute of that encounter. And Esenzo with the ball, who finds Gallagher. Gallagher returns it to Malo Gusto, who crossed the ball into the box, but that was headed out by that Crystal Palace player. Gallagher tries to keep play, finds Moises Caicedo with Enzo, finds Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell with the ball, returns it back to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva has tried to set a long one to Malo Gusto, and he keeps it in play and tries to find Moises Caicedo without speed to pass right there. But hey, Disasi got a hold of that one, sends it to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva finds Kopama, who turns with the ball and runs with the ball, finds Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell approaches the ball, gives it to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez finds Thiago Silva in the center circle, who finds Kopama. And Chelsea...
You can see Kopama right now has moved to the attacking midfield position with with Jackson playing more centrally. I think that is how much they've been trying to rotate within each other.
Mateta gets a sharp one over the stars, and that cross into the box, but was easily headed out by Enzo Fernandez. And the referee says play on right there. And Noni finds Moises Caicedo
that was a dangerous pass.
Shot,
and
it's a goal! Crystal Palace has just drawn the first blood. One too many
No,
errors
you have
in
to
the
look at it. You have
midfield.
to ask Noni Madueke, what was the need for that short pass there in a dangerous, in a closed position there? You should be clearing the ball out first. It's not every time you dribble. Talking about schoolboy errors, these are schoolboy errors from Noni Madueke. These are not the kind of passes we expect from him. Good goal for Crystal Palace there. They picked their spot, exactly what I expected from Mateta in the when he had that first opportunity. But this is a good way to come into the game. They've not been in this encounter. They've not dominated play against Chelsea. But right here they have the first goal. It shows that it's not always when you dominate that you actually win again.
Yeah, it's not always. Look at that shot. That was a well struck shot right there. Look at Noni Madueke. What
There
is
was
he
no
doing
point.
there?
What was that? What was he
What was
doing
this?
there? What was he doing there?
What is this?
Look at that. That was a good goal.
That was a good goal. That was a good
Well-placed
goal.
shot,
Well
He
taken
beat
goal.
Petrovic and
Yeah.
got into the net. From the outside the 18 box.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful one.
Jefferson Lemar. That's a beautiful goal. And next, Crystal Palace won. Chelsea nil. 31st minute of that encounter, the Selhurst Park. Now, what's the next thing to do?
Well, it's to continue playing, it's continue doing what they are doing against Crystal Palace, because that was one of these goals against the run of play. It's not like Chelsea actually deserved or Crystal Palace has done anything spectacular in this encounter to go one up against Chelsea.
But
That's really
going
beat Chelsea.
forward, Crystal Palace has looked more dangerous.
No, no.
You see what Crystal Palace are doing. They don't string passes around. Immediately they get the ball, they
They
attack.
want to counter you immediately.
Yeah,
Immediately
but
they get
they've
the ball,
looked
they
more
attack.
dangerous.
Well,
And if I'm not mistaken, that should be their first shot on target or second shot
No,
on
no,
target in
that's
this
not
game.
the first. Petrovic has had some saves earlier in this game. So, and when you look at it so far, I think that's their third shot on target. Even Chelsea has no shot on target so far in this game, and has a 78% ball possession.
Yeah, they're just passing around in the midfield. That is just what we've seen. When it gets to the final third, it has really been non-existent for Chelsea. I don't really know what Pochettino is thinking about when you have a Cole Palmer who has really been great for you playing as an attacking midfielder, and you are hell bent on putting him as a striker in games. We've seen him play in that position. He's never comfortable in that position. So why continue game in, game out? It's not going to work.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's working right there, and that's Jackson approaching the box right there, sends it to Malo Gusto, who cross this one into the box. But hey, the crosses are coming in, but the defenders are telling you there's a presence right there. Mrs. Casedo with the ball right there, who finds uh, Enzo. Enzo finds Ben Chilwell right there, who gives it back to Enzo. Enzo sends that long pass forward for the one of Ben Chilwell, cross it into the box. Was well defended by that Crystal Palace player. Ben Chilwell wins possession back, finds Thiago Silva straight to Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez with the ball right now. Tries to locate Kopama,
It
but
was
it
the
was
counter again.
intercepted. And look at that Mateta approaching the Disasi again. Oh, not
That's
Mateta, Franca, yes, and plays that shot. But hey, that was
No.
I
That
think
is
that was
Richards.
yeah, it was
Franca, yeah.
Yeah, that attempt went way off target, and it seems Moses Casedo is.
Oh, I just hope that
is
is not going to be a new injury for him there, because I think that was a bad contact there. Let's see that again. Oh no, you should be able to continue. You should be able to continue this.
Oh,
Wow.
is the second,
I think that was the foul leading to the goal.
Okay.
But VAR in England will not check this.
That is England for you.
there was a contact. That ball is actually foul.
That was a foul.
It's an infringement on
That was a claim. How did VAR skip that?
That's what
It's
you get
very
in,
funny in the Premier League. Really, really terrible officiating. Honestly, ridiculous officiating.
But that has already been given, and no coming back because
We just have to keep talking about it. But honestly, in the Premier League, the officiating is nothing to write home about. It's just like a schoolboys league,
Yeah.
a very
There are
top
always
league like this.
controversial moments. Always.
Can't they stop being in the headlines? That kind of goal now, VAR should have checked. Leading
It's
to
looking
the
like
goal.
Caicedo
And
is
you give
is
that.
in big pain. Yeah.
It's a serious pain.
Let's just hope he'll be able to continue this game, because that looks like it's new.
Yeah, I think that's his knee right there.
I think that gives the referee even more room to check the VAR.
No, there's
And
nothing VR.
nobody's even
That
calling
time,
on
that
the
time has
session.
gone. That time has gone for VR to review that.
There's no review.
But it was it's all on Noni Madueke because it was one who
You
put on
sending
them.
that
It
hospital
was one who
pass.
sent them in that.
You know,
Put them in
Noni
that situation.
Madueke plays as if nothing is at stake. You know, I don't know.
Look at that. There was no
What
point.
is
There
this?
was no point.
What is this? What
That
kind of
was.
pass is
I
that?
don't know. I don't understand. Because around your box, it should be safety first.
Yeah.
It should be safety first from him, not
And-
you
and-
dribbling or not you turning around the Chelsea box.
Honestly, this has been a terrible game from Noni Madueke. Well, games will start at the 36th minute of that encounter, and it's the Sase who finds Malo Gusto, who sends that long one forward, and it's Chelsea trying to attack with the ball. Noni finds Gallagher. Gallagher finds Enzo Fernandez, who tries to send a long pass forward, but was blocked by that Crystal Palace player right there.
I think looking at the game right now, there will be a big need for what's called halftime substitution from Chelsea. Raheem Sterling is on the bench. There's Christopher Nkunku. There's Modric on
No,
the bench.
the first name you started with shouldn't be coming up because he has been
No,
terrible.
when you look at it, is either Modric or Sterling comes in into the left wing of the field because there's a need to take what's it called Cole Palmer away from the central striker position so they can put Nicholas Jackson right there. Because it's not going to work with Cole Palmer playing as a nine in this game. Chelsea won't be getting that goal. It will just be Chelsea.
You know,
It will just be about Chelsea just
you know,
passing around the pitch
when
without
we
getting the
started,
ball into the box.
you're talking about, Crystal Palace is a smaller team. But Middlesbrough was also a smaller team.
Now,
Chelsea
I didn't call them a small team.
Okay,
we
what
are
was
we are saying Chelsea look good to win this match. Chelsea look good to win this match. They are. I mean, but
Because
sometimes
when
football,
you look
we don't
at-
calculate football like that any longer.
when you look at it, Chelsea struggles clearly when they are playing offline with this particular formation. And over time, we've seen it. Look at the game against Liverpool. Middlesbrough lost. He wanted to win the second leg. He started the striker. Chelsea scored 6. Can we say Pochettino is living on the edge?
Yeah, it's surely living at the edge, but I think he still has he still has the support of the Chelsea backroom, the owners. So I think probably he might not be sacked, but he's actually living on the edge. These are dangerous calls, and it's not really about the owners alone. What about the fans? They can turn themselves over you as the season goes because the results are not coming. I guess a team like Crystal Palace is not expected that Chelsea will be struggling to create meaningful chances. At 38th minute, they're still struggling to have a shot on target. It's so uncalled for.
Yeah, it's so.
You see, that is one reason why sometimes we don't like to hear the name Sterling. You know that Sterling bring bite into the Chelsea team.
His bite is a silly.
But the
bite.
only thing is that I know that it's very, very wasteful.
Not
but
just
it-
wasteful,
you understand,
it's silly.
It's
You
wasteful,
know, it
but
does some things that are unnecessary. Unnecessary right there. So it's Crystal Palace back in possession right there, 38th minute, leading 1-0 at the Sellout Park, their home ground. Chelsea keeping down the possession without doing anything profitable with it, not even a shot on target. So Ben Chilwell finds Enzo Fernandez, and
That's too much. The
that
weight on
long
that pass is too much.
there was too much weight on that pass, and goes out for a goal kick to Crystal Palace. Another day in the office for the Blues. Another day to
Well,
win.
there's still a lot of time to do in this
Yeah,
game. There's still a lot of time. We're still in the 40th minute, and I'll expect some early substitutions in the second half. I don't really know the problem with Pochettino and his what's it called, his coaching staff. Because they should by now they should be able to have in the starting 11 that they know that this is the starting 11 that will be working for Chelsea. When you know you have just one striker, why loan out Broya and you're playing in your most important player, Kopama, as a false nine? Who does that?
you know one thing I begin to think about Pochettino. I think that Pochettino is gambling with the Premier League. Then he's winning the FA Cup and also putting his eyes in the Carabao Cup. Because I don't see the reason why most time when it comes to the Premier League, it comes with this kind of test experiment all the time. But look at the FA Cup he played against Aston Villa. Who would believe that Chelsea can defeat Aston Villa in their own home 3-1? But it happened. Aston Villa are better than this Crystal Palace. But look at what is happening.
You know, it looks more like Chelsea. They look confused right there. And Noni Madueke finds Disasi. Disasi with the ball, runs with the ball right there, finds Moises Casado, who looks like he can go on right now, or maybe he's managing the knee. And that was a long pass for the run of Benchua. Gets that one, cross that one into the opposition right there, and it's going to be a throw into Chelsea at this point in time. 41st minute of that encounter. Still Chelsea trailing 1-0 at the Sellout Park, the Crystal Palace home ground right there. So it's game on in that encounter. Crystal Palace back in possession going into this game. Send that pass forward to find Jordan Ayew. And it's Crystal Palace trying to build up play going forward with Mateta, who tries to drop that pass. And it was easily intercepted by Benchua.
That was a close one there.
Yeah, that was a close one right there. And Enzo Fernandez runs with the ball and finds Benchua. Benchua finds Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo with the ball finds Axel Disasi. Disasi finds Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto returns it back to Disasi right there and finds Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva with the ball finds Enzo Fernandez straight to Benchua. Benchua moves with the ball, finds Enzo Fernandez and finds Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva finds Axel Disasi right there and finds Noni Madueke, who approaches the defender, tries to take on and still facing the defenders and try to cut in, cross back, and it's still Chelsea back in possession. And
you should be taking a shot. You should be taking a shot there.
Has been intercepted.
You should be taking a shot there.
And it's Jordan Ayew who is attacking
Look
with
to
the
run
ball right there.
Good run there.
That was
That was almost set himself on a good run against the Chelsea centre backs there.
One thing you need to look about this Crystal Palace. Look at the time they recover the ball from Chelsea, and look at the time they move to the Chelsea team ball. It's when you get the ball, you attack. By now, I expected Chelsea to understand this their move, and whenever they get the ball, try to block them from moving. But look at it before 5 seconds after recovering the ball, they are close to the 18 balls of Chelsea.
Yeah, so it's still game on in that encounter. The battle between Franca and Malo Gusto right there. Crystal Palace still leading 1-0 for the 3rd minute of this encounter, and it's still game on right there. And you can see Cole Palmer dropping deep into the midfield.
No, he has to drop deep. He has to drop deep because that's playing as a striker hasn't really worked for him. He's not getting the ball, and he has to go back to a position he knows that if he's playing there, he'll be able to get into the mode and get into the flow of game for Chelsea. Look at the midfield to the attack. It has really been non-existent in this game for Chelsea. They really need to get back into this game.
This is a terrible sight to see for a team that has spent over $1 billion. That is a sight to see right there. The ball finds Benchua, who finds Gallagher. Gallagher cuts back, finds Benchua. Benchua straight to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez with the ball returns it back to Thiago Silva, who finds Moises Caicedo. Caicedo without defense placing pass, finds Noni Madueke straight to Malo Gusto. Cross the ball into the box. And that was the Crystal Palace heading that one to safety.
I think just need to know that all these up crosses or square plays are not really working right from the first minute of this game. They need to devise another means of getting the crosses into the box. Because when you look at the Crystal Palace defenders, centre backs, they are all tall and they get to the ball early enough than the Chelsea players. We saw the way We saw the way Cote d'Ivoire did it against the Super Eagles yesterday when they saw that the top crosses are not getting to their players. They brought in, almost below chest level passes into the box of the Nigerian national team, and it works for them. Because when you keep on throwing all these up through balls into the Crystal Palace box, they will keep on heading it out of their box against the Chelsea players. They are taller than the Chelsea players in the box. They need to devise another means. Probably bring the crosses through the ground level, or just pass around the box and get yourself into the box. The crosses into the box are not working from left and right of wing of the Chelsea. It's not working at all.
So it's Benchua who finds Enzo Fernandez with the ball, finds Moises Caicedo, who finds Gallagher, took a swift stop to Noni Madueke, who finds Malo Gusto with that cross. but there was nobody there to get that one, and it was headed out for a throw into Chelsea at the 45th minute of that encounter. Ball finds Enzo Fernandez, who finds Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva to Axel Disasi, who runs with the ball and finds Malo Gusto right there. Returns it back to Casedo. Casedo pass was too short. Noni Madueke gets the ball, drops it for Gallagher, and that was a shot. But it went way across goal. There was no one to touch that one into the net. And if there was a out for out number 9, maybe he would be present right there.
Well, good movement from them right here, and this is one of the off movements we have seen from Chelsea. Not the regular trying to take a cross into the box that hasn't really worked for them. So when you look at it right now, it's evidence that when if they can pass their way into the box of Crystal Palace, one of those mistakes can happen, and the pass will find its way into a Chelsea player in the box.
Yeah, first minute of additional time in the first half right there, out of the 3 minutes that has been awarded by the referee right there. The goalkeeper plays that long corner goal kick to the midfield. And it's Ben Chilwell with the ball right there who has been fouled. And the referee says play on right there. So Moises Caicedo with the ball right now finds Malo Gusto, who plays forward and sends that long one forward for Noni Madueke to chase. But Noni controls this one, and he has been kept quiet, really, really quiet. Noni having a terrible game today.
Look at the way he clinically dispossessed him. Clean. That is a beautiful defensive work there by the defender there. Good run from Noni, but he was not able to hold the ball.
Mitchell right there. And that pass finds Gallagher trying to go forward right there. And it's going to be a corner kick, right? Oh, goal kick. And I think
it's a corner kick. It's a corner kick.
It's
a goal kick. Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a goal kick.
Oh,
it's a corner kick. It's a corner kick. Sometimes VAR don't call on the attention.
No, VAR don't call. They don't call me for corner kicks.
Officiating in England, what do you think should be done?
Well, mate, I don't want to believe that they don't know what to be done. They know what they should do. But mostly they are interested in this, what they call the business part of it, of making, look at that push. That could have easily been a penalty against Chelsea there, because it was a direct push from the back in the box there from Thiago Silva. This could have been a penalty against Chelsea.
When you talk about push, you look at, is it enough?
There's nothing like enough in the box. That was in the box, and that player was on the run. So it's like you just cutting the process of a player there. So I don't really think there's nothing much about it wasn't really a big push. A push in the box is a push.
So it's a free kick to Crystal Palace right there. And plays the long one forward to find Jordan Ayew, who returns the ball. And the referee says it's play on. That train finds Enzo Fernandez. Last minute of additional time right now, anytime from now. The referee will end the first half. And the referee says he has had enough of this first half action. That is going to be half time.
Well, good 45 minutes. Good first 45 minutes for Crystal Palace. Not really dominating the game against Chelsea. But, against the run of play, they got that first goal, which is very much important for them in this game. And that is one thing, even know Roy Oxen. He can get just one goal and close office for the rest of the next 45 minutes. And that is one thing they do perfectly. And this is not a fully fit Crystal Palace team. So, every 3 points or every 1 point is very much important for them right now. They have put themselves at the driving seat. It's about Chelsea coming into the second half and chasing the game and putting themselves exactly where Crystal Palace want them to be in this encounter. So the second half is really going to be a big one for Chelsea, because we know Chelsea are going to go all out to try and score or get them the 3 points. But I'll really be expecting Pochettino to make those substitutions immediately coming into the second half, because this game can continue till next tomorrow without Chelsea scoring a goal.
Yeah, it can continue. And the Gaffer, your take on the first half?
It was beautiful half for Crystal Palace. They managed the game, putting into consideration the players they have readily available at hand. With the absence of Ulisse, Iberi, and the rest of them, they were able to manage themselves, play to the tactics that suit their individual skills also. And it's paying off. There's a result for it. There's 1 up against Chelsea. But it's not over yet. This is just the first half. We don't know how consistent and how long they can hold on to Chelsea. And we don't know what Chelsea is bringing on in the second half. But I expect that Chelsea in the second half should be able to come back in this game and get a victory against Crystal Palace. They have what it takes. They have it in their own arsenal. Take
Yeah.
a victory. Yeah.
And on the live chat, we have some predictions rolling in. Solomon Joseph says, my prediction is Chelsea 2 goals to 1 right there. And Boniface says, Chelsea, please. Area Khan says, come on, team. And Mary Olugbodi, Chelsea Wasteful Club right there. So,
It's not predicting today.
you know, we even said they shouldn't have predicted yesterday. Yeah, maybe the Super Eagles might have gone. Maybe he should have even predicted in favor of.
I was even expecting to predict in favor of Ivory Coast yesterday, so I'll have had my mind, that Chelsea are going to win this game. Sorry, Nigeria are going to win that game.
Yeah.
So, halftime at the Selhurst Park right there is Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 0. A goal scored by Jefferson Lemar right there, the Crystal Palace midfielder right there. And that was a good hit.
That was a good hit from him. See, that is the difference between Chelsea and Crystal Palace in this encounter. When you look at the Chelsea side, this is a team that is trying to get into the box through crosses or find themselves into the box through passes. How many outside shots have we seen from Chelsea in this encounter? Not just this encounter alone. How many times have we seen Chelsea take outside shots during their matches? That is it. It's not every time you try to find yourself or dribble your way into the box. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you have defenders who are actually hard nuts to crack in games. And the only way you can crack that nut is by you taking outside shots. Gallagher has everything in his foot. The shot is there. Why is he not taking it? We can even look at Enzo Fernandez and say, oh, Enzo is not known for taking shots. But when you are playing as the attacking midfielder, why can't you take outside shots? These are the devices you've just tried to bring into your game to get these goals when it looks like getting into the box won't work. Because when you look at the attacking third of Chelsea in this game, it has been absent. How many times have we seen the ball gotten into the hands of Cole Palmer whenever he's in the box? He has been enveloped in the midst of the Crystal Palace centre backs. Nicholas Jackson is looking lost on that left wing also in this game. And Noni Madueke that we are even expecting that might have the footwork and coming into the box has also chosen to be Raheem Sterling tonight.
The gaffer.
Yeah. Talking about the Crystal Palace, even with the absence of Olise, see that kind of shot, and Lemar and Jefferson scored. The same tactics most time Olise used to score, and even Eberechi, they won't have it. That kind of move, beautiful move, cut to the right and hit it and hang it. That is what he used to score. So that's a beautiful one for them. And to me, they've actually done well. I never expected them to even get a goal in this match, in this encounter. But hey, they are up against Chelsea, and in the second half, in the second half, where I expect Sterling to come in because I know what Sterling can bring in. Though he's wasteful, I know, but there are some kind of move he brings in that actually destabilize the defense. And by so opening chances against the Crystal Palace. So I expect Pochettino to throw in the second half.
Now, looking at the way the game has gone so far, Shegun, should there be a switch in tactics by Pochettino?
Well, I think he will still maintain the framework of that 4-2-3-1 formation. It's just about making that early substitution. The attack is empty. There's a need to bring in either Christopher Okuku or Raheem Sterling in the second half. They need experience up front. They need a prolific player up front that can get you goals. No matter how much we look at Raheem Sterling as being a wasteful player, on his day, if he wants to play, he's also one of the attacking threats for Chelsea in games. He might be wasteful, but the chances will come from Raheem Sterling. And that is one thing we've been missing from the left. Bring in Raheem Sterling and put him on the left. Take, what's it called? Take Jackson back to the center forward position. Probably withdraw Ukuku so Kopama can move back to the right wing to the right wing. Yeah. So probably that is the way they will have to set up in the second half. Because looking at it, trying to bring in crosses, the crosses to move into the box. There's nobody right there in the box. Even Jackson is not the tallest of players to use his head. How many numbers have Jackson scored since joining Chelsea? Talk less of having Cole Palmer to try and use his head in the box.
So, Crystal Palace lead 1-0 at halftime. We'll go for a very short break. Next up will be second half watch along feeds. Yeah, you're welcome back to the second half watch along show of the game between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. The guys are still here in the studio with me. Shagun, your expectation for Chelsea this second half?
Well, I will send the first substitution. Noni Madueke being withdrawn for Christopher Nkuku. I think that is a good substitution, a good way to come into the second half. They need the experience of Christopher Nkuku in this game. So saying Christopher Nkuku, I think looking at the way the first half ended and Chelsea dominated plays, just the creativity that is not really there, or the link between the midfield and the attack. And looking at having now having Christopher Nkuku and Jackson up front, we saw how it works during the preseason. So I think I'll be expectant of Chelsea having a goal or two in the second half.
Yeah, the gaffer.
Yeah, yeah. I think a good substitution. People coming in. But it's a good substitution anyway. But the thing is that all the matches Nkuku scored, Chelsea lost in those matches. Scored twice now for Chelsea. Chelsea actually lost in this match. I hope this will be the first one. We scored the winning goal for Chelsea.
So maybe Nkuku will get a goal in this game or not. Only time will tell. We can see the referee seems that there are some things that need fixing technically.
I think there's technical issue with his mic also, and that is what they are trying to get fixed before the game starts.
Yeah, you can see the players passing around the field of play, warming up. Clock is ticking. Will it be Crystal Palace that will take home this one, or will it be Chelsea right there? Also on our screens, 63rd minute of that one, Juventus still trailing at home, a goal to nil to Udinese right there. And who would have thought that by this time?
And don't forget, the Udinese goalkeeper is our very own Maduka Okoye, who had a very good first half against Juventus in this game. I'm really happy for his confidence. He's really growing in confidence right now, playing in this Serie A, and that is really going to help him going forward.
And that will really, really help him. And we just hope that he can keep up with this form and maybe create an healthy competition for one Bali. Yeah, because I think everybody, if you are good in your position, you need a healthy competition, right? So we don't know when the referee will come back to the field of play. Maybe he has to go and use the restroom.
No, not the restroom. I think that's to do with his microphones. I think that should have been checked during the halftime break.
Yeah,
I don't really know why they're coming back onto the pitch, and that is when they're checking that.
You know, it's so funny how.
I think if this had happened at Africa, you'd have seen lots of African fans. Noise that it can only happen in Africa, but it's technical glitches. It happens everywhere.
And look at it right now, and you know they are still trying to fix that, and I think for like between 2 to 4 minutes right now, they're still trying to fix that one.
That technical glitches can happen anywhere. But hey, good one for Crystal Palace. You know, I think with the situation now, Crystal Palace, if they can win against Chelsea, that would be a very good big record, because for the 12th streak winning for Chelsea against Crystal Palace, or in all competition, that is a very long one against any other. Just 12 games, Crystal Palace have not been able to beat Chelsea.
It's going to continue after this game, because I don't see them winning this game.
Okay, don't see them winning this game.
I don't really see them winning this game. Chelsea are coming back into this.
All right, we hope so. We hope that Chelsea come back to this game. But let's see if they can break that long winning streak.
Yeah. So the players are warming up on the field of play, waiting for the referee for today in that Sellouts back game to come back to the field of play. Michael Oliver is that referee currently trying to fix up
he's
one of the
He's an experienced referee when it comes to refereeing.
Yeah, he's an experienced referee right there.
But in case the system fails, will they continue the match on this topic?
They'll have to get it done. They'll get that.
Go to manual.
So we are still waiting for the referee at the Sellouts Park to bring back the action, to restart action right there at that stadium. It's a London derby between Crystal Palace and Chelsea. One fixture that Chelsea has dominated for some time right now.
And
Let's see.
they dominated this game. Even this game, they've dominated possession, they've dominated passes. It's just the goal or or the movement in the box that's really eluded them in this game. So let's just hope they come back in the second half and get 1 or 2 goals at this Crystal Palace. The odds favors Chelsea to get a goal.
Yeah, yeah, us favors Chelsea to get a goal right there. So you can see Thiago Silva right there, warming up. The guys on the field of play, warming up, warming up. You know, they don't want to get tired unnecessarily, especially the weather over there right now. It seems it's a very, very cold weather over there. So even Pochettino had to go and have a word with the referee, Michael Oliver, who is still being attended to.
And it's taking a long time now. It should be up to 5 minutes now with this entire technical glitches. And
Yeah,
recently we were talking about the top scorer, and Allard went back again to the top scorer after getting two goals.
Nobody met him when he was injured. And
Yeah.
that shows the quality of that young man.
Yeah.
And Chelsea will be the next victim to face him this weekend.
But the thing about Alan, as far as I'm concerned, is I think he has a lot of work to do on his all-round game. All these being in the box, touch the ball into
No,
the
there's
net.
still room for improvement. When you look at his age, just 22 years old, so there's still a very big room for improvement.
For me,
He hasn't gotten into the peak of his career. He's still at the fresh age or fresh level of his career. So there's still a big room for improvement.
yeah, there's a big room for improvement right there. And for me, I prefer watching Mbappe than Haaland because Mbappe excites me.
Majorly
brings that
Mbappe is also
excitement.
Mbappe is a winger, not a central forward.
Yeah, but
The
he
difference is there.
excites.
He can play as a 9. It's different from being a 9 that can play as a. Because when you look at strikers that Haaland are built like, when you look at the likes of Lewandowski, these are out for out striker.
So the referee is ready. I hope you're ready too. And the referee says it's game on in that encounter. Chelsea now playing from left to right, while Crystal Palace is playing from right to left. Moses Caicedo finds the Sarsi, who finds Malo Gusto, and the Sarsi returns it back to Petrovic in goal, who finds Thiago Silva, who drops it for Ben Chilwell, and Ben Chilwell tries to runs with the ball right there, and that Crystal Palace player blocked that one, and it's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea at this point in time. 46 minutes in that encounter, two Chelsea trailing 1-0 at the Sellers Park.
Well, it's the beginning of the second half, and we've seen that substitution, bringing Christopher Nkunku into this encounter for Chelsea. And this combination of Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson is one combination Chelsea fans has been waiting to see, and to see how fruitful or how much it can actually work. So let's just see if both of them can work, because that will likely be the preferred 2 men up front against the Manchester City coming this weekend. So let's see if they can get a goal in the second half. But I fancy Chelsea getting a goal in the second half.
Yeah, let's see if Chelsea will actually get that goal this second half. And that pass finds Malo Gusto right there, who cross into the box.
Oh, that's the equalizer.
Gallagher has just gotten that equalizer for Chelsea.
Wow.
And that was a beautiful cross from Malo Gusto.
Yeah. That was a low cross. And that was what I was saying towards the end of the first half. There was no point going for the up ball against Crystal Palace. They know how to clear their lines. There was no point bringing the area balls into the box. They know how to clear their lines. Bring it down to the breast level. Let it come to a level whereby a player can get in a shot. And that is how they just got that equalizer. What a way to start the second half. Immediate impact. Coming back into the game. Very important for Chelsea.
Yeah, very important for Chelsea. You see how calmly Gallagher slowed. And that was a beautiful cross from Malo Gusto.
Yeah.
And the touch from Gallagher, the keeper had no chance.
A former Crystal Palace player, because he played 1 season with Crystal Palace when they were on loan from Chelsea. Yeah. Back-to-back goal for Gallagher at a point when people have been looking at him this season that he hasn't been scoring for Chelsea. He hasn't been getting those number of assists for Chelsea. But right now, he has gotten back-to-back goals after scoring against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, and now he's scoring his first league goal this season for Chelsea. Great game for him. Great way for him to score a goal and get his his confidence boost for Chelsea.
Yeah, a great way to come and get that important goal right there. So it's 1-1 at the Selot Park, the Crystal Palace on ground right there. It's just trying to attack with the ball. It finds Ben Chilwell, who runs with the ball to space, but it was
I don't know.
intercepted
I don't know how many times
by
Ben Chilwell
Muniz.
has run into the traffic in this encounter. I can't count. It's up to 3 to 4
Yeah,
times.
and I think it's the same tactics Stanley play sometimes. He run into defenders and get dispossess of the ball.
Also, I don't know. It's not like you're blind. You're looking at your front. You're seeing the players. You're seeing your opponent. It's not like you're wearing the same jersey. So you're seeing your opponent in your front, and you're still running into that traffic.
So Disasi runs with the ball right there and looking for a Chelsea player to locate, and he sends it long to Ben Chilwell, who takes a touch back to Thiago Silva. They find one aging graciously, and Enzo finds Chilwell. Chilwell still with the ball, sends it back to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva finds Nkuku right there, and that's a touch for Cole Palmer. Oh, Gallagher right there. But he wanted to touch a simple pass to Nkuku was deflected off for a corner kick by that Crystal Palace player. So it's a corner kick to Chelsea at this point in time. 58th minute of that encounter. Game on in this one. Let's see who will finally take home all 3 points right there.
Yeah, it's important to see who's going to take out 3 points. You can't take anything away from Crystal Palace. They can still get one goal against.
And that corner kick comes into the box, and that header was blocked by that Crystal Palace player, and they dropped the header to Gallagher again, who crosses into the box. But hey, that was headed out by that Crystal Palace player right there. So it's Crystal Palace who is back in possession. Franca right there, who else the ball finds that way, and it was easily dispossessed by Nkuku right there. And that pass was blocked from Enzo Fernandez. But he finds Moises Caicedo, who returns it to Enzo. Enzo finds Ben Chilwell on the left with the ball, who finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez returns it to Thiago Silva, back to Enzo Fernandez. Thiago Silva with the ball, who sends that long one to Enzo Fernandez, finds Moises Caicedo. Caicedo finds Malo Gusto, who keeps that in play. And
I just hope that
still in play.
nice
And
play,
he wins that
nice
one
play, nice
back.
play, nice play.
And that was a beautiful play to recover right
But
there.
that was a killer pass to Enzo there. That was almost putting him in dangerous situation.
Yes. And it's Thiago Silva with the ball right there, was getting a touch off those midfielders, and finds Enzo Fernandez, who sends a long one forward for the run of Malo Gusto, and it cuts back, find Kopama, who draws into a dangerous area, plays that shot, but went off target right there, and he couldn't.
And now you can see, you can see Kopama getting involved in play after leaving that dangerous, uncomfortable first nine position.
Yeah.
This is where you need Kopama. You need to get him involved with the shots, with the assist, and get him in situations where he can get those goals for Chelsea.
And
not to play him as a 9.
And this said that from Thiago Silva right there. That was a good defense from Mateta. Yeah, because the keeper most likely don't have a chance right there. So it's game on in that encounter, that goal kick, but Chelsea back in possession. That long ball forward for the run of Nkuku, and it was miskilled right there. It's back in the hands of that Crystal Palace player right there, who plays that long one forward, but was blocked, and it's Chelsea back in possession of the ball. Nkuku and Jackson mix up front, trying to see if a damage will pop up in this encounter. So it's Chelsea back in possession. Caicedo with the ball. Caicedo finds Disasi straight to Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto with the ball, tries to run with the ball, but returns it back to Disasi. Disasi straight to Palmer. Palmer finds Caicedo, and that touch was intercepted, and the referee said that's a free kick to Crystal Palace at the 53rd minute of the
Well, good opening second half from Chelsea in the second half. We've seen 7 minutes of play already, and they've come into this game, still into the second half, showing promises of signs. But they also got that goal against the run of play, and we still need to see a second goal for Chelsea in this game if Chelsea actually want to take those victory. But if they should win this game, it's actually a deservedly victory for Chelsea because they've dominated Crystal Palace from front to back in this encounter.
Yeah, it's Jordan Ayew who drives into the midfield, runs with the ball, beats one, and drops the pass for his teammate right there. And straight in possession for Crystal Palace. And is Crystal Palace trying to get something solid? But hey, the referee says
Offside.
there's an offside against Jackson right there. So it's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace, taking quickly, sends a long one for that guy forward, Matheus Franca right there, but was easily dispossessed by Moises Caicedo. Finds Thiago Silva, who finds Disasi. Disasi finds Kopama, who turns in the midfield and drops it for the run of Malo Gusto right there. Malo Gusto playing more comfortable since this formation has been switched right there. So it's Mateta with the ball right now. Staying on him is Disasi, giving him more space to run, and he crossed the ball into the box. But there was no Crystal Palace player to get that one, and a touch from that Crystal Palace guy.
Fancy that shot.
Fancy another shot, but it was blocked. And still the attack was blocked. And Gallagher on the attack right there. And still keeps possession. And is out. And it's going to be a throw into Crystal Palace.
I think he should have dropped that forward pass to Mukuku, who was making a run for him earlier on than him holding on to that ball before he had a two Crystal Palace player on his neck there. The pass should have come in first.
Yeah, the pass should have come in first. So Munoz right there sends that long one forward for Mateta. Mateta keeps possession of the ball and drops it off that Chelsea player. And it's going to be a throw-in to Crystal Palace at this point in time. 55th minute gone. It's Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 1. Jefferson Lemar drew the first blood in the first half. And Gallagher restored parity this second half. And it's still Crystal Palace who are back in possession of the ball, trying to play from the right to left, attacking from all cylinders. Let's see. Can they Woods right there with that pass? Okay, no. It's now Woods with the ball. Who throws the ball into the box?
Wow,
And
that was a lucky one.
That was a lucky one for Malo Gusto to get right there. And drops that pass for Jackson.
Oh, beautiful
Who
football.
drops it for Augusto, who runs into the box and runs into it and turns back and tries to pass the ball, but it was easily blocked right there. What was Malo Gusto
No,
doing?
I think he should have dropped that pass for the onrush Nkuku was getting into the box there, not him trying to hold on to the ball. Because we're seeing a lot of confidence from Malo Gusto in the second half. He has been holding on to the ball very much in this game. That should just be another chance for Chelsea, but that's will be get to the back
And
of
the
the net.
referee
It's
says
going to be
it's
an
an
offside.
offside.
Well, I think indecision or not indecision, yes, was what really cost on Malo Gusto there. Because he should have tried to cross into that box. It was Nkuku was rushing into the box, and that would have been a good chance for Chelsea to take the lead in this game.
Yeah, that would have been a good chance. It's free kick to Crystal Palace at this point in time. The gaffer, your take on the Crystal Palace performance in the second half.
Yeah, the Crystal Palace performance is not like the first half. Chelsea have actually changed the face of the game. You know, that early substitution made by Pochettino brought in Nkuku. That combination between him and Jackson that actually changed the face of the game. And if you can see the immediate effect of that.
And that's Crystal Palace attacking with the ball right there. Mateta with the ball in the box. In the Chelsea box. And crossed into the box. Still danger around. And the attempt from Jordan Ayew was made, but there was a foul by Munoz.
Mateta should have gone for acrobatic. He should have gone for an acrobatic hit there, not in trying to control that in the box.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. So immediate impact of that substitution. 2 minutes into the second half, Chelsea got a goal. And if you look at it, since then the pressure and the way they are playing the ball, so comfortable with the ball, because right now it's like they are switched to their own original position, all the players. And right now you can see the flow of football is so sweet, not like the first one that is so difficult.
And that pass was blocked. Defense splitting pass was blocked from Cole Palmer. And it's Crystal Palace who are back in possession. Malo Gusto wins back possession right there.
I
And
think Malo Gusto
try to get
is a contender for the man of the match in this encounter. He has really been everywhere for Chelsea in this game against the Crystal Palace. Strong performance from him in this encounter.
yeah,
And
strong
that is a good performance going into the weekend game against the Crystal Palace, against the
against the
Manchester
Man
City.
City. But looking at that game against Man City, oh, it looks like a mountain too high to
Why
climb.
is
By
it?
the
No,
end.
we know nobody expected Chelsea to get a 4-4 draw against
At
Manchester
home.
City at home in that first leg. So coming into the second leg, I think Pep Guardiola will also be fancy his chance against Chelsea. He won't actually try to play them down. That's this is a Chelsea that are not really informed this season. But we have Manchester City who are also pushing for the league at this point of the season. This is the dangerous time to play against Manchester
cross
City.
the ball into the box. That was a touch for Cole Palmer to chase, but easily defended by that Crystal Palace player.
Look at that save from Maduka Okoye.
Yeah, look at that point blank save right there. So it's still Udinese 1-0 up at this point in time in that game against Juventus. And that pass finds Ben Chilwell, and that touch to the box was blocked. And it's still Enzo with the ball who finds Mrs. Casedo.
That was the wrong pass.
But sends a wrong pass.
Wow.
And is
Franca
who is going to attack with the ball right now. Mrs. Casedo blocking. He drops the run for Mateta. And that was a good sliding block from Thiago Silva. And it seems Thiago Silva needs some medical attention.
Yeah, at the age of 39, the bones the bones are not really as strong as they were when he was still young. And that sliding was an experienced sliding from him there because he knew what Mateta was going to do there. After he bodied the ball to put the ball in good in his strong foot already, he wanted to just hit that shot almost immediately. But that was a good block there from Thiago Silva to keep this game 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good block right there. And I think that shot met with his going, or maybe
just trying to prepare Colwill, and I think he's actually it's looking like Thiago Silva won't be able to continue this game.
Let's see if he'll be able to continue, because Chelsea really need him in that game.
Because I can see that is Colwill they are preparing on the bench.
Yeah, Colwill is being prepared, and look at it, the ice on the groin, and
okay, I think he should be able to continue.
Let's see if he'll be able to continue. Let's see. And you can see the referee drew him up right there. Because one thing about growing is really difficult.
Colwill is coming in for Chelsea.
And you can see Thiago Silva leaping up.
And they'll be needing him against Manchester City, because they'll be needing that experience very much.
Yeah, that
against Manchester City. Because last time I think coming into this game, Badashil has also gone back injured. He coupled an injury during the Chelsea training.
Yeah.
So he'll be out for a month.
So Colwill has been brought on for Thiago
just coming back
Silva.
From injury.
And who's crossed that ball into the box? And that was an header from that Crystal Palace player. But he couldn't get his head down.
Mama.
So it's goal kick to Chelsea at this point in time. You can see the brilliance of Maduka.
Wow, really great for him. I'm really happy for him, and this is the kind of competition we want in the Super Eagles. At the point when everybody were looking at him that he wasn't really in the form of his life, we saw those comments and everybody talking bad on him. But we have to always remember that that young man was 20 years old when he was skipping for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and he's just 22 and getting into this year and getting into the team of the week, and giving this kind of good performance against a team like Juventus, who has a big striker like Vlahovic up front, shows that how much he has improved, and it's going to really help his confidence. At the age of 22, he's still primed to be one of the Nigeria or future goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah. So the future can still be bright for Maduka Okoye right there. And it's throwing to Crystal Palace at this point in time. 62nd minute of that game. And Michel sends that long one forward. Mateta tries to drop the header for Franca. And that short pass for Petrovic. And the Sase finds Malo Gusto, who runs with the ball and gives it to Moises Casedo, who finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez straight to Ben Chilwell on the left-hand side. But it looked like Ben Chilwell has had a better game.
Yeah, he has had a better shift today against Crystal Palace. The threats are not really there from that left-hand side of Chelsea. Right-hand side of Chelsea, sorry. So the threats are not
Of
really
Crystal
of
Palace.
Crystal Palace to the left hand side of Chelsea.
Chelsea, yes.
So the threats are not really there in this encounter against him. It would have been a different ball game if we have had a player like Michael Olise running across that line against him.
Running at him. So is that pass back to Mitchell, left it for Dean Anderson, the English international, to chase, but it was dispossessed, and is Malo Gusto back in possession of the ball, who finds Moises Caicedo straight to Enzo Fernandez. Moises Caicedo tries to move with the ball, sends it back to Disasi. Disasi finds Enzo Fernandez, and Malo Gusto finds Moises Caicedo, and that's a long pass forward.
Wrong pass.
Hey, that was a wrong hit right there. So it's Crystal Palace attacking with the ball right now, and that pass went for no one right there from Munoz, and it's going to be.
What has really been a struggling second half for Crystal Palace against Chelsea, and you just looked about talking about that goal that they scored
That
was
early
just
goal.
that early goal was against the run of
Second
play.
half, yeah.
So it wasn't like Crystal Palace were actually in this encounter against Chelsea. And this second half, it looks like Chelsea has really blocked every loopholes that we saw in the first half. Because when you look at it in the second half, we've not really seen that kind of attacking powers we saw from Crystal Palace early in the early stage of the first half. In the second half, they've not been anywhere against Chelsea in the second half.
They've not been anywhere right there. Jordan Ayew with the ball right there. Two were chasing him down, turns and drops that pass for Munoz, but his cross was easily grabbed by Petrovic right there, who finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez finds Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer with the ball gives it down to Disasi.
Oh, yeah.
Disasi to who returns it back to Petrovic. Petrovic straight to Colwell, who just came in for Thiago Silva right there, and finds Gallagher in the midfield, who finds Disasi. Disasi finds Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer set that pass forward for Jackson to chase.
That was almost a defense splitting pass, but
Yeah.
good defensive ball there from Richards. It was
yeah.
kept on. You know, that pass was to his blind side. He couldn't know if Jackson, or he couldn't get the run of Jackson where Jackson was coming from. That was a good pass from Kopama. In against any team, that might have just slipped through a defender there and set Jackson on the face of goal.
Yeah, fourth corner of this game already to be taken by Ben Chilwell right there. Will Ben Chilwell take this one to promised land for Chelsea? Or maybe it will be another one to complete. He plays it into the box, and that's an header headed out by that Crystal Palace player. And it was dispossessed. Malo Gusto runs into the box with it, crossed the ball into the box. But that was a
Richards,
good header from Richards, who saves that one back. And Franca losing that ball in that dangerous.
Yeah, that was a dangerous area for him to lose the ball.
You
Just
don't do
reminds
that
me of
in
what
the Premier
this guy did for Chelsea also. Noni Madueke did for that Crystal Palace goal. Well, he was just lucky that Richards was there to
Enzo
save his
Fernandez crossed the
brushes.
ball into the box, but was headed out by the same Richards who has been on fire today. And that long pass for that run of that Crystal Palace player is being stopped and checked by Enzo Fernandez. And it's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea. 67th minute of 66th minute of that encounter. The Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 1.
Yeah, Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 1. I think the earlier the Chelsea players, acknowledge the fact that it is very difficult for them to throw up cross in the Crystal Palace team box, and because right now I've counted up to 8 that has been headed out by the Crystal Palace defense. So it is better for them to go through the floor, ground ball, like you said, the chest ball, for them to get a goal or ground ball. Because the way I've seen it up to 8, and they just comfortably head them out because they are taller than the Chelsea players.
Well, looking at the second half, 65 minutes is very much important for Chelsea to get that second goal right now. They really need to get themselves into scoring positions in this game, because by the time it's getting to 75 minutes, you're playing against Crystal Palace that can defend with all their life, and it's going to be very much hard for them to get that second goal by then.
Yeah, so Cole Palmer with the ball right now, who finds Moises Caicedo straight to Enzo. Enzo finds Caicedo right there to Malo Gusto, who touched straight down from Moises Caicedo, who tries to run across the ball into the box, but that was headed out. And Ben Chilwell to the rebound and plays that shot, went way over the bar right there. So it's going to be a goal kick to Crystal Palace, 68th minute of that encounter.
Well, really great second half performance from Chelsea, and we've seen them, getting themselves into promising situations in this game. It has just not been them being clinical in this game. I've not really seen much from Christopher Nkunku since coming in into this to this encounter. But that was a good hit there from
Ventura.
Ben Chilwell, but the ball just sails a bit wide of the inches of the goalpost.
Yeah, it stood a bit wide right there. Second minute of additional time. In regulation time, 90 minutes completed in the game between Juventus and Udinese. You see Udinese leading 1-0 right there. And you see Udinese trying to hit Juve on the counter. And let's see what will come up from that. And that's a yellow card to that Juventus player. It seems like the Serie A this season is a sequel to Lucky's Inter running on with the trophy.
Well, we can't really say Inter running home with the trophy because there's still a lot of matches to play. You can't really write off Juventus and the likes of AC Milan. Napoli have not really been in the parts of the season, but you can't really write off Inter Milan. AC Milan and Juventus from getting a late charge against whoever.
But the Gaffer, what do you think was wrong with Napoli this season? That they couldn't really stay to defend their title.
They didn't start very well this season. Most of their matches they played in the earlier stage of the season, they lost them. It was coming when we were coming gradually to the middle stage. That was when they started winning some matches, and that was what brought them up to the position they are right now. I think that's one of those reasons, and they have not been consistent again.
And that's a cross into the box, trying to find Jackson right there, but his header couldn't go on target, and it's going to be a goal kick to Crystal Palace at the 70th minute of that encounter.
I think one of the biggest problems for Napoli this season has to be first changing a manager, a winning manager, and bringing in another manager with another philosophy or
another idea
of the game of football. If we look at our very own what's it called, Victor Osimhen, he hasn't really he hasn't really had the best of season with Napoli this season. Even Kvaratskhelia, that we saw that's combination of these two players happened last season for Napoli. There's no problem with you changing the manager, but the philosophy of play that works for a team has to be kept in check. They have to continue, or they have to be continuity of that of philosophy, not you bringing a manager that will change up the face and the way the team plays. That is one thing I always fancy about teams like Arsenal and the Barcelona of this world. That philosophy of the way they play their game is always there for any manager that is joining into the team. And I think changing that philosophy has been one big problem for Napoli this season. And another thing is you have to look at the players. I think they really overachieved whatever their goals was last season, and they overused those players. So right now is when we are seeing the effects of that happening on the players.
Yeah. So it's almost a season that will be for Inter in the Serie A right there. But only time will tell. Anything can still happen in football right there. If Juventus lose here, Inter will be topping the table with I think 10 points or 7 points.
That is them.
Right
That is
there.
them.
Still having one game.
They're already running away with the league already.
Yeah.
Last season was just an off season for Inter Milan. And when you look at the Inter Milan score, they still having Lautaro Martinez, who's I think the top scorer in Serie A.
Right now, Inter has a game in hand and already leading with 7 points.
Wow, that's a wide margin right now.
Big margin right there. So it's Chelsea back in possession, and Malo Gusto tries to get one over Mitchell, but he reacted and defended that one very well. So it's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea at the 72nd minute of that encounter. The game just ended.
Great one for Udinese.
Getting all 3 points.
Great one for Udinese. Great one for the goalkeeper. Maduka Okoye getting a clean sheet against a team like Udinese. Then you can see the players, Udinese players, appreciating his work there. It's really great. It's really good to see him happy back playing football, doing what he loves doing best.
Yeah, doing what he loves doing best.
I can't wait to see him back in the Super Eagles.
Yeah, so it's going to be a corner kick to Chelsea, 72nd minute of that encounter. Look at that.
That was a full game.
Look at that.
His hands were all over him.
What is this? It shouldn't VR be checking this.
They should be checking this.
But maybe the English VR is not working. So it's going to be a corner kick to Chelsea at this point in time right there. And what is the referee saying? Let's see. What's
I
going
think
to
it's a corner
happen.
kick.
It's a
And
corner
it's
kick.
a
It's a
corner
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 kick.
kick.
kick. But you can see the fighting, frustration is beginning to set in.
And there's a confrontation between the Crystal Palace captain and Levi Colwill, the Chelsea player who replaced Thiago Silva. And
Yeah.
Michael Oliver is having a word with them right now. I guess telling them he's not going to take any other uh, uh, alteration right there. So Gallagher plays that corner kick into the box. But hey, there was no Chelsea player to connect with that one. Nkoko guiding this one and
Franca.
was easily dispossessed by Franca. Yeah. But
Wow.
he ran back to cover the danger. But it's still Crystal Palace in possession of the ball. Finds Franca on the wings. Tries to run into Gusto. But that attempt was cleared out of the Chelsea box. Nkoko finds Gusto. Gusto finds Moises Caicedo. Change the direction of the play and send it straight to Gallagher right there, who finds Ben Chilwell. And it's a game that it looks more like Chelsea is a game Chelsea can take if they
Yeah,
can take their
it's a
chances.
game they can take. It's a game they are taking to Crystal Palace in this encounter. But the goals are not just coming in for them in this game. And that is where the problem has been for Chelsea. Getting the strikers into this game. The Crystal Palace defenders has really been dogged in this encounter. That is where the problem has been for the Blues in this encounter. Let's just see, with the remaining about 16 minutes to go in this encounter, if Chelsea can get back into this game and get that winner against Crystal Palace. And Chelsea were still in possession of the ball at the back right now. And that is going to be a free kick against Crystal Palace. Or it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. The referee has just given Chelsea. You can see the frustration on the face of the Ghanaian striker there, Jordan Ayew, who had a bad a bad AFCON with Ghana and is back playing for Crystal Palace now. It's Chelsea who has restarted play right now, and it's Disasi goes back into the hands of Petrovic, the goalkeeper for Chelsea, who sets one straight into the hands of Colwill. And it's Colwill coming up front for Chelsea in this encounter, still trying to get a victory against the Crystal Palace. It's the 75th minute and still 1-1 between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. It's Crystal Palace who has regained possessions. Anderson on the ball. As Anderson moving straight and finds Franca. Is Franca moving against the Chelsea defender? Will he fancy a shot, and he takes a shot there. Well blocked there by Petrovic. And still Crystal Palace by Tete on the ball. And still Crystal Palace attacking against Chelsea right now. Anderson straight into the left wing of the pitch right now. And what they do, they pass across into the box, but that was easily blocked there by the Chelsea defenders.
Yeah, and it's the linesman says it's an offside against Franca right there. And look at that attack again. Look at that
Why were they opening that
space up. Nobody covering that space right there.
Look at the space they opened in the back at the back there for Franca to make that run.
So 76 minutes of that encounter, Chelsea won. Crystal Palace won. Chelsea attacking with the ball. Finds Chilwell right there, back to Enzo Fernandez, who has been everywhere on the field of play today. The Sassy with the ball right there, running into the Crystal Palace half, straight to Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto still with the ball and sends it straight to Moises Caicedo. Caicedo finds Gallagher, takes a touch off him and back to Gallagher and sends it forward for the run of Malo Gusto. But hey, that clearance came to Franca right there. And it's still Chelsea in possession of the ball. And it's Enzo who tries to run into space right there, but it was dispossessed by that Crystal Palace player. Lewi Kowi back in possession, who finds Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell still with the ball, who finds Christopher Nkuku, who drops it off for Enzo Fernandez, straight to Disasi. Chelsea now playing high line. Disasi finds Malo Gusto, who tries to play in Kopama. But hey, and look at how Disasi was easily dispossessed by Franca.
A great game for Franca in this encounter. He has been everywhere for Crystal Palace, and he's showing himself to be one.
And then Kopama attacking with the ball into the box right there. Plays that one, but it was straight to the goalkeeper. And that was a terrible attempt from Kopama. Straight to the goalkeeper, no intention. Look at that loose ball. Approach the box And I think he should be doing better from here.
He should be doing better there.
Or maybe drop that pass for
That was no.
Jackson.
He could actually have done better there, even with a shot at goal, because that ball was on his favorite foot there.
Yeah.
So he should be doing better there than passing straight into the hand of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper plays that long one forward, but easily dispossessed. Chelsea back in possession. We can see that Chelsea is preparing another substitution right there, and it's going to be Raheem Sterling, coming on for that Chelsea player right there.
Well, I think firstly
I think the first
Crystal Palace.
substitution is Crystal Palace.
Wow, and that looks like Jackson out for
Amada, and let's see who will be out for.
It looks like it's Jackson. It's Jackson going out for.
Going out for
Raheem Sterling. So that means Nkunku will be moving to the central forward position.
Yeah.
Or will it be what's his name? Palmer going back into the false nine position.
Right there. So Enzo Fernandez sends that long pass to Malo Gusto, who controls that one comfortably and sets Kopama up and returns it to Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto with the ball right now. What can he do? Returns it to Disasi. Disasi straight to Petrovic. Petrovic finds Level Cowell. Cowell attacking with the ball right there. Cowell with the ball right now finds Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell runs into space with the ball, runs forward with the ball. It was blocked by Munoz. And the referee charges to it.
Yeah, that's the right
and gives him a yellow card.
That's the right yellow card to him. And I think this was the second time we're seeing Chilwell running into the crowd there, but rightly the referee has just given Munoz his yellow card. And let's just see if Chelsea will be making good use of this free kick in the 80th minute. It's 10 minutes to go in this game, and this is where Crystal Palace can be dangerous at defending.
Yeah, and looking at the way it is now, can Chelsea take advantage of this set?
Yeah, I really expect them to take advantage of it, because when you look at the top players in the team in the box, you have Colwy, there's Disasi also there. These are players who have very good area threats, or who are good at area balls.
And Chilwell and Gallagher stands next to the ball right there. Or is that Gallagher or Enzo Fernandez? Oh, I think it's Gallagher right there. So Chilwell plays it into the box. There was no chance to play. Kopama with the rebound, but it was blocked by a lot of bodies from the Crystal Palace player, blocking the goalpost right there. Malo Gusto returns it far back to Petrovic in goal right there. Petrovic returns it to Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto sends a long one forward for Nkunku to chase. But he was easily dispossessed by that Crystal Palace player right there. So, it's still Crystal Palace that is back in possession, sends that long one forward for Jordan Ayew to chase. But the ball went out of play, and it's going to be thrown into Chelsea. Play restarted quickly. Enzo Fernandez finds Petrovic. Petrovic finds the Sassi right there. And the Sassi right there finds Malo Gusto. And it's game on in that encounter. Still Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1, 81st minute in this encounter. It's looking like a game that is bound to be a draw.
Yeah, it's looking like a game that is going to be a draw. Good one for Crystal Palace. They've actually defended with their life, and everything has worked for them the way they planned it to be in this game. I think they came into this game with the mindset of getting a draw against Chelsea or against the run of play, get that one goal and defend very well in this encounter. And that's what they've done since scoring that one goal against Chelsea, defending very well against the Blues.
And that was a short pass. Was too short. And Malo Gusto wing back possession right there. And straight Chelsea still back in possession of the ball. And it looks more like Chelsea just taking the ball possession and not doing something positive.
Yeah, attack has really been not really been it for Chelsea this game, dominating the game in their own half and the first third of the opponent's half. But in the final third, it has really been absent for Chelsea in this encounter. But it has really, you have to really give it to Crystal Palace low block defending against Chelsea. They've defended very well in this game, and that is why it's looking like Chelsea are not doing anything up front.
Yeah, it looks like Chelsea are not doing anything up front. Malo Gusto in possession of the ball finds Axel Disasi. Disasi finds Level Coldwell right there. who finds Enzo Fernandez in the midfield. And Enzo Fernandez finds Raheem Sterling, who sets up Nkuku. Nkuku set on goal, but hey, was it on that? Oh, Kopama straight to the player. My goodness, Raheem Sterling holding that ball right there for too long. You know, why didn't Raheem Sterling just take that ball and take it out?
That's Raheem Sterling. That's Raheem Sterling.
You know, apart from like Raheem Sterling too, you know, Palmer also had a chance to take that shot. But he didn't.
I think instead of setting Raheem Sterling, he should have set Gusto.
Yeah, Gusto was another option.
Yeah, it was a free. Raheem Sterling, look at it. Look at this place. Malo Gusto was in a better position.
No, Raheem Sterling was in a better position there. Raheem Sterling he would have been clear on goal. He was already in the position. Mal Gusto was running into space.
Yes, you know, when you drop the ball for who is on the run, it's better.
That's the substitution.
And Malo Gusto has been withdrawn for Gilchrist right there, 84th minute of that encounter. And Eduardo is being introduced by Crystal Palace for Franca right there. Matheus Franca.
Well, great game from Franca, great game from the Brazilian. And this is his first season in the EPL. And he really gave a good account of himself that he is one of the future players for Brazil. And I'll really be interested in seeing how his career goes in the EPL.
Yeah, so that Gilchrist finds Kopama, but Kopama couldn't keep it in play. It's going to be a throw-in to Crystal Palace, 84th minute of that encounter. Mitchell right there, still with the ball, and he sends a long one forward. Oh, but hey, Eduardo came to jail. It's been like more or less dead in position. And it's Eduardo trying to attack with the ball and decided to set a pass for.
Good defensive work there. Wow, is he giving that free kick?
Yeah, I think
against Chelsea. Against the Crystal Palace. Matete.
Yeah, Matete. I think that was good.
I just hope Cole is okay.
Yeah, I hope Kobe is okay. You know, Kobe just coming back from injury. Look at that pass.
Well, that was good work from him. Okay, there was a push. On
there was a push.
I think it should be okay. It should be okay to continue this.
Oh,
you see,
he tapped his leg.
He tapped his knee there.
Yeah, that's it. He tapped his knee. And I think he's back up. But still leaping. Let's just hope that he can continue in this encounter. So 86 minutes of that game, Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 1. It's still the update right there from the Selhurst Park, right there in London for this London derby between Crystal Palace and Chelsea. The ball finds Petrovic, who finds Moises Caicedo right there. Caicedo with the ball and sent it straight to Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell finds Raheem Sterling, who was easily dispossessed right there. And Sterling, he keeps doing what Sterling knows how to do best. Well, it's game on.
For Crystal Palace.
No, that shot he should have taken that shot right immediately when he had his face and goal there.
And it's still Crystal Palace in possession in the box and plays that long one. But Petrovic comes out and grabs that one and plays it forward for to who? No one in particular. He said he's sorry right there, but hey, the ball has been wasted. So it's game on in that encounter. Crystal Palace to start playing with it. Look at that chance.
This from there, he should have tried that shot from there.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of bodies in front of him too. Look at that shading. That's a long ball forward right there. And it's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea, 87th minute of that encounter.
Collu is not looking okay. I just hope he won't be going back to the treatment table.
Yeah, he's leaping right there, just managing to continue in this game. But he's beginning to jog right there. Let's see if he will actually recover fast. And it's Gallagher, which sends a short pass to Gilchrist right there. Back to Gallagher. Gives it to Gilchrist. Why can't Gallagher just play on the ground? Why is he loading?
I think this game is done. It's done and dusted. It's looking like a full-time draw game already.
Yeah, it looks like a full-time draw game right there. And if Chelsea plays a 1-1 right there, Chelsea will be back to the 10th position right there. And Gallagher runs in and crosses the ball. But it was blocked right there by that Crystal Palace player. And the header from great pass. And Moses Caicedo, the pass was sent to no man's land, where no Chelsea players was there. The Chelsea player was there to take that one. And it's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace at this point in time. 88 minutes of that encounter. It looks like this game is heading for a draw.
Yeah, it looks like the game is ready for a draw. A lot of chances, a lot of possession based game for Chelsea in the midfield, but turning possession into goal, turning midfield possession into the attack has really been a problem for them in this game. I think they really need to work on that going into that game against Manchester City. If you're playing against Crystal Palace and you're struggling to get into the Crystal Palace box, how do you want to get into the box against Manchester City?
But it was headed out by that Chelsea player right there. And it's Cole Palmer who played it forward. But hey, Nkoko couldn't get leg to that one. And Cole Palmer still chasing down this one. And it's going to be a throw into Chelsea. And Cole Palmer with the ball right there. And it looks like the urgency for Chelsea to get the winning goal is lacking.
Yeah, the urgency is lacking, and it's really going to be hard. Right from the 80th minute, I've said it about Crystal Palace. It's really going to be hard to break Crystal Palace back.
And that's a foul on Enzo Fernandez, and he was holding his leg like that. Oh, that was it.
I don't think that was intentional. That wasn't intentional.
I don't know.
It wasn't intentional. He should be able to continue. He should be able to continue.
He should be able to continue. And it's still the same Enzo that stays next to the ball.
That is footballers, and we know them very well.
And across the ball into the box, and it eluded everybody. But Raheem Sterling keeps it in play. And tries to take on Munoz and cross into the box. And that header from Disasi was grabbed by Dean Henderson. And look at that. That cross.
Oh, that was a good cross from him there. I think Disasi should be doing better there because it was clear on goal there.
And
that was almost the stop. It was the stop, but that was almost a free header for him. Yeah. And the striker of his it's centre back of his caliber who has the height. He has every opportunity of getting the ball there.
And that's a loose ball for Mateta to pounce on. But the Stars right there finds Moses Caicedo, who finds Sterling. Sterling plays in Palmer, who runs into the box and drops the pass. And that's the goal! Gallagher gets the second goal. And it's Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 1, right there in this encounter.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, great run there from Chelsea. Good movement there from the Blues. Good cross there from Cole Palmer, who waits for the run of Gallagher. And what a way to score back-to-back goals for Chelsea. Great goal from Gallagher there. Great shot from him there to beat Dean Henderson. And really, at a point where Crystal Palace had thought that they will be getting a 1-1 draw against Chelsea. And at the end of the day, they are now on the losing front.
And, talking about the guy who came with the 2 goals today, a lot of criticism.
Yeah, a lot of criticism.
Not adding something for going forward. And look at the way he has answered.
He's one who came to the rescue of Chelsea today.
Yeah. He has scored 2 goals today. And that's the way to go. Look at that one for Sterling, dropping the pass at the right time.
I think right now you can see what Sterling brings to the game.
He brings but we know.
But at the point where we're talking about Chelsea not taking shots, this was a good shot from Gallagher. And I talked about Gallagher having the shots, and I don't really know why.
And look at the tricky movement from Palmer. Who finds Gallagher.
I don't know why he hasn't been releasing those shots. When it comes to players with the shots on their foot,
he
has it. He should be releasing it. It's not every time you dribble into the box. There are some times that you have to just take this second means of getting a goal. And that was a good shot from him there. Good way for Chelsea to get the second goal. It's a well-deserved victory for Chelsea.
Yeah, well-deserved victory.
It's not done already.
We have a lead. Well-deserved lead for Chelsea. And when you look at the stats, everything points straight to Chelsea.
Yeah, it's a fully dominated game. The only place they've not dominated has been in the attacking third, final third in this game. That's where they've not.
And when you look at it, ball possession, Chelsea 78%, Crystal Palace 22%.
They never came into those games to play. They've been defending almost all those games. And that was why when they scored the first goal, just like what we saw in the Super Eagles against the Mavericks yesterday, score the first goal, go back and try and defend against the opponent, and they come into the game to get a draw or against the run of play, get a victory against the opponent. That was the same thing Roy Austin has came into this game with, which is this type of formation we call negative football, packing the box. That is what they came into this game. And I think as high time Roy Austin also needs to know that football has gone beyond you trying to score one goal, and you trying to be pragmatic and try to defend a goal lead. It's not being done again in football.
But looking at it, with 22% ball possession, they've mastered 13 goal attempts, Crystal Palace. And Chelsea, with all the ball possession, only 12 attempts. And Kopama with the pass out there, and tries to find Enzo Fernandez.
Hey, that is the goal! Enzo!
Enzo Fernandez.
And Kopama with 2 assists in this game already.
Kopama 2 assists.
What a way to turn this game around for Chelsea. I think I'd have loved to see Nkunku scoring that ball. But good movement, good initiative from Kopama. And that is one of the things we say. Why should you waste Kopama, starting him as a false nine? See what he has brought into this game since coming back into his favorite position in this game. And that is what he brings to the game. There's no point using Kopama as a first nine.
Yeah.
And back-to-back goals also for
Enzo, and that's good for his confidence.
Yeah, good for his confidence. At a time where we have seen those gossips that he's talking to his management that he wants to leave Chelsea. But we saw him kiss the badge of the Chelsea jersey after that game against against Aston Villa, and came out to say that Aston Villa, and came out to say that they are in it together. Good movement from him. That movement was the goal, not even the ball going to the back of the net. And it took his time there. It took his spot brilliantly there. Yeah, I'm very sure Ryan Sterling will be scoring that.
And look at that.
Wow.
He lifted that to the roof of the net. So calmly taken.
And what a way to end this
that
game.
Is a support
from a point where we thought this game is going to end 1-1 and to Chelsea not scoring 2 late goals against Crystal Palace. Great game of football, and this is what he gets in the EPL. It's always full of surprises.
They're always full of surprises right there. So 4 minutes additional time has been played. And anytime from now, the referee might signal an end to the proceedings right here. And way to go, back-to-back wins for Chelsea. And I think that will
Jackson got a yellow card on the bench.
That will actually, and it's the king of the straight to Kopama right there, who is running down the right wing with the ball. And I think he wants to go and waste time.
That is what's on his mind. To waste the time is what's on his mind.
And he wins a corner kick right there for Chelsea.
But it's 7 minutes additional time.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. The 4 has been alluded, and we're now in the 5th minute.
In the 6th minute
of additional time.
I guess because of the goal celebration.
This should be the last kick of the game.
So, and Chelsea has a corner kick right there. Kopama and Nkunku right there. And Kopama dribbles into the box, but it was easily dispossessed right there. And still Kopama with the ball finds Moises Caicedo, who finds Nkunku. Nkunku plays that one, but it was deflected off for a corner kick right there.
Yeah, I really want him to score a goal for Chelsea.
That's a winning goal. Any goal is scored now will be a winning goal.
So, and it looks like the referee might end the game anytime from now. 7th minute of additional time already. Clock ticking. Everybody looking at their wristwatch. And it's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea. Chelsea wasting time at the corner side of the final third.
It's done already. It's a done game already. We can't really, see Crystal Palace scoring 2 late goals in this encounter. They don't even deserve to be in this game against Chelsea because it has been a totally dominated game for Chelsea against Crystal Palace.
And they failed to come to the party right there. So, let's see, it's going to be a goal kick to Crystal Palace at this point in time.
That should be the last
now,
kick of the game.
Home and dry, 3-1, 2 goals cushion right there at the Sellout Park. A game heading for a draw has now become a game. All 3 points to Chelsea.
Yeah, all 3 points to Chelsea. Great game of football from Chelsea. Game they dominated right from the first half. But there's still a lot of improvement, a lot of work to be done by Chelsea. But really great to see the boys happy. Two back-to-back 3-1 victories. What a way to boost your confidence going into that game against Manchester City.
Yeah, that's the way to go right there. And the gaffer, looking at the way this game has ended, your final take on this match?
A good game. Crystal Palace took the first half, and Chelsea took the second half. But Chelsea took it in a more fancy way than Crystal Palace. Three
And
goals.
And Chilwell has
Yeah.
actually improved, but
Yeah.
maybe not a solid test.
3 goals in the second half for Chelsea. 2 goals from Gallagher, 1 from Enzo. What a way for Chelsea to come
Two
back.
midfielders.
2 back-to-back 3-1 against Aston Villa and against Crystal Palace. Gradually, it's like they are gradually picking it. But hey, the big test is ahead of Chelsea. That's Saturday against Manchester City. Let's see if what Chelsea will come up with in that game. That is the biggest test, because the last time they played was 4-4. But this time around, you are going to the Etihad, the slaughter ground. You understand? So let's see what Chelsea come up with. That's when we're going to say, okay, oh yeah, Chelsea they're back.
You can't say Chelsea is back until like after 10-15 games. Shegun, your final take.
Well, great game of football from Chelsea. They totally dominated them here between them against Crystal Palace. At the point when we thought this game was going to end 1-1 in the dying embers of the game. But it's just the never say never spirit of a football match. You can't say it's over until the final whistle, and that's what we got from Chelsea. 2 late goals from Chelsea, 2 great goals from Conor Gallagher, which I think will be boosting his morale and confidence. He has been one of the Chelsea players who has been heavily criticized by the fans. At a point, people are asking, what does it bring to the game? There's no goals, there's no assists from him. It's just full of runnings. But this is a great way for him to come back into the game. And this man scoring this goal, Enzo Fernandez, looking at the big money signing from Benfica and getting amongst the goals is really great for him. Spotting that number 8 jersey, you will know what that number 8 jersey means at Chelsea. Looking at the kind of players who have worn that jersey, you have what's it called, the legendary Frank Lampard, who is known for a lot of goals from that midfield position. So same scored that free kick against Aston Villa, now getting a goal against Crystal Palace is a good one for him. Good one for Chelsea, good one for their confidence going to that game against Manchester City. They won't be going to that game looking pressured.
Yeah, they won't be going into that game looking pressured. Chelsea are now 5 points off the last Europa League spot available. Can we say it's possible for Chelsea?
Well, it's still possible. We are still in week 24. We are approaching week 25 next week. So we still have over 10 games to go this season. So anything can still happen in the EPL.
So anything can happen in the EPL. Truly, EPL is one league that is filled with a lot of drama. And thank you guys for joining us today. My name is Afolayan Adeyemi. Till we come your way again. Don't forget, you can only fail if you stop trying. Keep at it. Just keep doing it. Just keep working on it. Don't accept failure. Keep trying again till your vision become a reality that you can feel and touch. Good night and God bless you.